Learning to actually trade isn't really hard, but don't get me wrong, actually trading is. But in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how I learned to trade. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below. But let's get into it. The first thing I had to learn and realize is that it's not easy. Everybody on social media portrays it to be easy and portrays you can make money instantly. You can retire your parents instantly, buy that car that you want instantly. And they necessarily market it as a get rich quick scheme when it's the complete opposite. You have to put in work and trust in the process long term because it's a long term game. You consistently scale your account over and over and over for a period of time and watch how you grow. You're not going to be rich within the first month, maybe not even the first year, maybe not even the first 3 years. But if you stick with it long enough, I promise you it's going to pay off. You're going to work anywhere from everywhere. You're going to work while you're traveling, and it's going to pay off. So just trust in the process and realize that it's not easy, that it's going to take effort and time. Just think about people that go to college for 4 years to get a job. They have to go to college for 4 years without getting no pay and then get a job, and you're trying to get rich in less than a year. Just think about it like that and trust in the process and trust in you, because I promise it's going to pay off in the end. Secondly, I watched a whole lot of YouTube videos on what is day trading, what sessions of day trading you want to trade. But at the same time, you can watch all the videos you want, but if they're not really teaching anything or teaching anything of value for real, then it's all going to be pointless. And I'm going to tell you what you need to learn to start off. You of course need to know what day trading actually is. And day trading is the buying or selling of stocks, futures, forex, crypto on the same day. So for example, if you buy Tesla on Tuesday and you sell it on Tuesday, that's a day trade. You brought it and sold it in the same day. That's a day trade. So make sure you understand what it is you're actually doing. Then you want to know what session you're actually trading, meaning that what time you're trading it. Because different times are different sessions. And there's 3 different sessions: Asia session, London session, and New York session. So you definitely want to research those. But in 90% of the cases, New York session is the best because it offers the most volatility. And that just means that price moves the most within New York session, within that time frame. And when price moves the most, that creates the more opportunities. So in my opinion, you definitely want to be trading New York session. And typically, my trading, the time I trade is 9:30 a.m. through 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, in my opinion, that's the best time to trade because that's the best time that volatility occurs. Once you have an idea of what session you want to trade, once you have an idea of what day trading actually is, you want to figure out what market you want to trade. And that just is different markets. There's stocks, futures, forex, and crypto. But as you can see right here, there's the different markets right here. Stocks. You have stocks like Tesla and Microsoft. Then you have crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then you have futures, gold futures, silver futures, platinum futures. Then you have forex, and that's just currency pairs. Forex means the foreign exchange markets. And in my opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinion, futures is the best because it offers the most opportunity. Also, it provides a lot of volatility and the most freedom, and just the best one for a lot of reasons. And you can research which ones you like the most. But in my opinion, futures is definitely the best. Okay, and once you have an idea of what day trading is, what session you're trading, and what market you want to trade, you can move on. And in my opinion, futures is the best market, and New York is the best session to trade, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. because it offers the best volatility. Now we move on to the good stuff where you're actually going to be learning how to trade. I learned to trade by watching these 2 YouTubers. These 2 are the best 2 in my opinion, and they offer the most game for free. But before we get into who they are, make sure y'all sub if you haven't already. Like the video if you haven't already. But the 2 best in my opinion is TJR and TT Trades. TJR, he offers 3 different boot camps. And with those, he gives the layout on how to trade, starting from basics, starting from candlesticks. He gives the basics on how to trade, on what to do. He gives the layout and the structure that you need, and that's very needed. And TJR helped a lot of people with that. And also, you have TT Trades, and TT Trades is with for more in depth of the concept. Say you're learning candlesticks on TJR's bootcamp, then you can watch TT Trades video, and you can get a better understanding of it because TT Trades explains it better and more so it makes sense to you. As you can see here, he has Bootcamp 1, Bootcamp 2.0, and Trading Transformation. And these 3 are key. They will get you right, I promise you. They got me right. You learn candlesticks, you learn discipline, you want to learn what trends are. These are the basic stuff that you must learn. And it goes to 55. And then there's a whole nother one, Bootcamp 2.0, and this teaches you a lot. Then you have the Trading Transformation. This also gives you free game. I'm telling you, it's all right here. All you have to do is watch videos. And when you watch the videos, make sure you take notes. Don't just watch videos. There's no point in watching videos if you're not going to retain any of the information. So make sure you take your notes, whether it's with a journal, with a notebook, or on your Notion, or on your phone. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you're taking notes. And say if you just learned something, you just watched a video, you just learned, say, fair value gaps right here. Say you just watched this video, you just learned it. Before you go on to the next one, you want to hop on this app called TradingView, and then you want to find fair value gaps. You want to find what you learned and see how they work and see why they work, so you can retain it. You can see a fair value gap right here and see why it's a fair value gap and see why it works. You can also see one right here and see why it held, see why it worked. It actually worked right here. See why it did that and understand it. And also, you can understand it deeply if you don't understand TJR is saying with TT Trades right here. TT Trades give the free game in depth. I promise you, you will understand him. He's tough. He's key. He's tough. Trust me. He has a lot of videos on a lot of different things. Some beginners, some is really advanced. So just watch what you need to watch. You don't have to watch every little video, but watch what you need to watch. Once you watch his videos, his boot camps, and TT Trades for a deeper understanding, you will understand what trading is, how it works, what to do, what things work with this, what things work with that, and you will understand it. And with that, you want to make your own strategy. Make your own that makes sense to you. You don't have to make one that makes sense for him, makes sense to her, makes sense for you, because you're the one trading it. You don't want to trade someone else's strategy that just doesn't make sense to you, because in the long run, you're not going to progress at all. And after I watched his boot camps and stuff, I copied his strategy and it didn't work. And I realized I had to make my own. And once I made my own, my progress is skyrocketed. Easy. All you have to do is watch the videos for understanding. With that, you want to make your own strategy. And I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, TJR goes over a video about this. But with that being said, we can move on to the next one. Once you learn what trading actually is, you know what market you want to trade, you know what session you want to trade, you watch TJR's videos to know how to trade, and you made your own strategy that made sense to you, you're literally almost there. Then you can move on to what we call backtesting. Backtesting is just trading on just days that passed, that the market already passed, and you can go on a website that plays these days and you can trade your strategy to get your confidence up. With that being said, this is the website you want to use. It's called MyFX Replay. And with this, you can backtest. You can make a session right here. Click this, name your session, pick a account balance. Then you can type in what kind of market do you want. If you pick crypto, you can pick that. If you pick Forex, you can pick that. If you pick stocks, you can pick that. But I pick futures. So I'm going to pick NAS 100. That's what I'm trading. Then I could pick a period of days, boom, boom. Then I create it. And with that, you can trade all that you want. Well, not all that you want, because you do have to pay for unlimited access, as you can see right here at the bottom. But you can trade, you can get your strategy under pack, you can understand it, and that's what backtesting is used for. It's not meant for you to stay on it for long periods of time, for you to stay on this for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and just backtesting 100% win rate, 90% win rate, and that's not what it's meant for. It's just meant for the start. Well, that's what I take it as. I think it's meant for the start, just for you to start and build your confidence up. If I wanted to trade, actually trade with this, I would go to the session I'm trading. I would go to the time frame that I'm trading, which is 9:30 to 11:30. Then I would play this, boom, and boom, find my strategy within it. Then I would enter, boom, enter, boom, boom. Place order right here. Save and journal. For make sure you click it. Boom. Save and journal. Boom. And I'm playing it out. Boom. I just won. But this is the thing with backtesting. There's no real money involved, which means there's no emotions involved. So you can backtest all you want, but I promise you it's way different from actual trading, because that's your actual money involved. You don't want to backtest forever. You just want to get your strategy under pack. You want to see it in the markets. You want to gain that confidence. And once you have that, you want to hop straight into a funded account. And a funded account is simply just a company that gives you funds to trade with. But before they do, they give you a test. So you gotta pay a fee, they give you a test, and if you pass the test, then you get funded for a certain amount. But it's really, the plan is fairly simple to learn to trade, but I promise you, actually trading isn't. You would think you're a disciplined person, you would think you have self-control, but I promise, when you see money right in front of you, at the click of a button, I promise it's gonna be hard, and it's a process to learn to control yourself. With that being said, I know it's not gonna be easy. We're on this journey together, me and you. If I taught you something in this video, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know. Like the video, and make sure you subscribe.